Oh, hey guys. Hey everyone who is watching today. I'm here as a reminder as to making sure that any videos, any viewers, any money that I'm getting from this will be... Oh god, I got a hiccup now. Will be sent for my education. Right now, FAFSA is denying me, I think. I don't know for sure. So right now, doing last minute scholarships. Fuck yeah. And this hiccup is not going away anytime soon. Suck it in. Dang it. I thought I had it. So let's continue on. Oh, you know what this means.
That friggin' bunch of Lisette feet
Shit.
lickers.
No. Load. Whoa, how did he get that far? It's time to see where I stopped at. Kind of forgot where I stopped at. So right now I'm just gonna see the last part of what I did. What? Oh, that's what happened.
I promised.
Whoa, I'm gonna cut that out.
That's
Oh no, this is that ass run. Oh fuck. Okay.
that was a
That was a pretty bad accident. No. I really gotta be careful. I ain't doing this shit again. I ain't nope. Got me locked up. I ain't redoing this whole shit ever again in my life. I'm gonna just leave it as it is. Fuck it.
who?
Alright, so I can't find the previous thing that happened next right after this for some reason. I fucking oversaved it. I'm just like, no. How did I do this to myself? Right now, if you want to see the part of it is, if you don't see the part that's missing, you can head either look it up or play the game, which is in the description down below. Hella below, gotta direct people, but I don't direct lies. Right now she tripped over something, she almost hurt herself, blah blah blah. I'm back to my original character of that ass.
Hey, are you okay? Who did that?
The three of us looked back to see Lisette and her gaggly friend of girls. Lisette had a look of complete innocence, while the girls around her giggled like no tomorrow.
Why, you little... Suzu, don't!
I felt a giant fire of anger burn in my stomach as I stared at Lisette. Today was not the only time this had happened to me. However, it was now clearer who was behind these accidents. Even if she was innocent and one of her goons did it, it was now obvious that Lisette was the mastermind just from look at her face. She was no friend, nor she will ever be. I had to do something. No. I wasn't going to bring myself to her level. She was a bully, but I was not going to let her get to me. I had to be stronger than her, and only then would I have beaten her. I stood up and brushed myself off, pretending nothing had happened.
Anderson, you okay? That was a pretty bad fall.
Yeah, I'm fine. a fall like that is nothing. I merely smiled at them, not wanting to let them know the pain rushing through my body from the fall. My arms were quaking, my shoulders were pulsing, but I remained content-faced. I quickly gathered my belongings and nodded to my friend. Come on, we'll be late for history. Suzu and Naomi looked at each other before frowning and nodded to me. Naomi and Suzu flanked me as we began to walk to class away from the gaggle of bullies. As we walked, I could barely see Suzu flipping the middle finger to the group behind us from the corner of my eye.
Friggin' bunch of Lisette feet lickers.
That's gross, Suzu.
It's true. It's all OMG! Lisette is the best! Let's follow her around because we obviously don't have lives.
Naomi and I could not help but laugh. The group behind us, however, did not like Suzu's words.
At least my dad doesn't screw around in the black market to keep a stupid casino running.
Suzu stopped. Naomi and I stopped as well to look back at Suzu, who was completely red in anger. Suzu slowly turned ahead to the group, glaring daggers at them.
The fuck did you just say?
I had to act fast. I placed my hand on Suzu's shoulder and gripped tightly, knowing she could try to push my hand away. Suzu, they're not worth it. Let's just go.
No, I think it's about time we taught them some manners.
Suzu!
I looked at Lisette and her group. Lisette had a wide and amused smile on her face, which irked me to no end. Nevertheless, I knew that fighting wasn't going to get us anywhere. Let's go. I grabbed Suzu by the shoulder roughly, pulling her back to Naomi and me. Suzu tried to step towards the group, but Naomi held onto her other shoulder. We held on to Suzu, who fought against our hands as we marched to class. Surprisingly, the rest of the school day went off without another incident. I went to my classes, had lunch, and was anxious to get home. As the bell rang for the school to end, I felt my phone vibrate in my pocket. Pocket. You know, in that situation, if my father were running the black market to keep the casino running, I told those bitches, well, at least I'm getting money. What are you getting? Nothing. Your parents' money, bitch. I have my own shit, my own stocks, my own worth, and you have the stat. Let's look at those values real quick. Huh? A text from Dad? I'll be picking you up today. You better... Can I hear you? Fuck. Make sure you're ready to get there. That's kind of a surprise. I quickly headed back to my locker and got my things before waiting for Naomi and Suzu.
Hey, are you ready to go?
Yeah, fuck. Actually, my dad's picking me up.
Really? Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
We'll drive home together next time. Tell your dad that we've got you covered from now on.
I'll let him know. Alright. Even while I laughed, something didn't seem right. My dad texted me to say this. Why was he going to pick me up? Have I done something wrong? I don't know. I waved goodbye to Naomi and Susie before heading off to the usual spot where my dad picks me up. I took the time to listen to my music while I waited. I need to go to another Rise of the Phoenix concert. Eventually, I had played the entire album with no one showing up. Who? What the fuck? Dad's never late, especially not this late. I quickly dialed my dad's number again, but as soon as I pressed call, it disconnected and read a signal disconnection error message. What the? No signal error. How do I not have signal? I double-checked my phone and saw all 5 bars for signal. He must be in a dead zone. Before I could finish, a group of hands grabbed at my hands, feet, and covered my mouth. I screamed into the hand over my mouth, struggling to pull away from the hands grabbing at my limbs. It felt disgusting and scary. Feeling their hands on me, I needed to stop.
Hey! Don't dirty up Malix's prey!
Ooh. The voice, which sent a fearful shiver down my spine, whispered into my ear.
You're coming with me, Miss Anderson.
I couldn't fathom what was happening, but before I knew it, I was blindfolded and my limbs were quickly tied up. I felt myself being carried somewhere and was shoved into something that echoed in the interior of a bus or a van. The doors closed and off I was taken, unsure where I was going and why. All I knew, that I was in trouble. All I saw was darkness. I felt numb as I woke and was taken to a place I didn't know of. I couldn't even move my lips to scream. Sounds zipped past my ears. First in the interior of a car, then the outside, then an echoey space with whispers and cackles of people vibrating through it. However, the wrap around my eyes was eventually removed from my face, and my bonds were cut. It took a while for my eyes to adjust, but I found myself in a warehouse, surrounded by devils, including Alex, who was smirking at me.
Nicely done! I'm sure those little shits will come running to find you when they realize you didn't return to your precious little mansion. They'll search everywhere for you.
Smoochy? Really? It says barbecue. This almost says sugar. Alex walked over and set the barrel of his gun against the skin between my eyes.
It'll be so funny when they find your dead body instead.
What is your life? All of a sudden, a bright purple light engulfed and causing the devils around me to cover themselves. Alright, here's another thing I forgot to let you know. Damien told us his real name to us, in case anything happens. Which another thing I skipped over. But if you want to see that happen, fucking buy the game.
What the?
Gust of wind rushed past me, almost forcing me back. I covered my face with my arms, bracing myself and standing my ground. I tried to peek through my arms to see what was going on, but the light continued to shine brightly. As the gust slowly started to die, the light began to fade, revealing Damien with a blank expression. With a blank expression staring out coldly at Max. Damien.
I'm here, as I promised.
Max moved his arms from in front of his face and slowly took in a new sight in front of him. Quickly, Malek's face turned to that of pure evil delight.
Out of the 5 pretty boys, you summoned the pathetic one? What a fucking moron!
Damien stared at Malix, silent and fiercely cold. Damien began to walk towards Malix, one step at a time. Malix, however, brought up his gun, pointed at Damien.
So long, pretty boy!
Dude, we need to have an album called Pretty Boy. Malix pulled the trigger and let a bullet fly straight at Damien's head. I gasped, bracing myself for the results of the shot. However, Damien kept walking. However, Damien kept walking. Hey, that says Moochie. I can't take this back now. Damien didn't fly back, nor did he flinch from a shot. I couldn't see the bullet wound, but I knew there had to be one in Damien's face.
What the? Fucking die!
Look at his eye color. How can you tell him fucking die? Max began to quickly pepper shot into Damien's face. Some of them passed completely through his head. There was no blood, no fire, nothing. It was as if Damien didn't really exist as he walked towards the now frightened devil.
What crap spell is this?
Crap spell. As Damien finally reached Malix, the devil jabbed Damien's head towards the ground, making Damien's body fall and slam into the concrete. As the body settled onto the ground, it slowly began to burn away in purple flames. Malix gritted his teeth.
Where are you, Damien?
Malix scanned the room like a hungry dog, hunting for its final meal. Malix's body began to glow a fiery red color in anger from the situation. The remaining devils stared, trying to figure out what to do. Help Malix or watch in silence. Eris, however, walked up beside me and crossed her arms as she watched, with a music smirk on her face.
Come out!
The air instantly went from frantic to still in energy. What could have been described in tone as the color red quickly turned into a deadly mix of purple and black as everything began to blend together all at once. Damien's voice finally replied. However, his voice seemed different.
What's wrong, Malix? Are you afraid of me now?
I was suddenly afraid. Something about Damien didn't feel right with how I knew him. He sounded otherworldly. His voice was dripping with almost a sadistic tone as he spoke to the air.
Afraid of a pretty boy like you.
You
You don't even have the balls to face me head on. You're the one who's afraid.
Looking to Malix, however, I could tell that he was off. Something about what Damien was doing was keeping Malix in his place.
Oh, I'm not afraid of you. In fact, I know very well you're afraid to move right now. You are practically screaming it in your mind.
Malix, in a fit of rage, began to shoot into the air, letting the bullets fly into the ceiling.
Shut the hell up!
Damien's demonic laughter filled the room as a group of dark figures appeared around Malix, walking towards him slowly and menacingly. In defense, Malix fired shots at each entity around him, causing them to fall and fade away into purple flames. However, that didn't stop more from appearing around him and closing in on him. Malix became frantic. Was this the extent of demon power? I suddenly felt a pair of hands cover my eyes tightly, pulling me against someone's chest. I gasped, but was stopped from prying their hands off my face.
It's me. Don't look.
I listened carefully and let the last two words linger in my mind. Don't look. Why? What was being hidden from me? I want to know, but something told me to obey Sam's command. I could see and hear Malix scream of agony, and the sound of ripping flesh. The smell of blood was covering by harsh odor, or ash and fire. Maybe it was better that I wasn't able to see.
Damien! Enough!
Almost instantly after James' command, the sound stopped. The only thing anyone could hear then was the sound of dripping blood.
At least let me dispose what's left of him.
What's left of him? What?
I'll take care of it. You've done enough, Damien. Come out.
After a brief silence, a pair of footsteps made their way to my spot. Each step seemed to echo with a haunting, otherworldly tone, almost as if a very low and dark piano played a singular tone, with each step the pair of the feet took.
I will admit, you really wailed on him. You practically scared everyone out of the warehouse. It's a good thing you were hiding when you lost your glamour spell, huh?
Glamour spell? What does he mean? Why did Damien sound so different? Why was this being hidden from me?
It's a spell that makes us look human.
I froze. Look human? They didn't look human after all? What did they look like?
Like demons.
As if Matthew knew what Damien was talking about, Matthew spoke up, followed by the sound of a cork popping out of a bottle.
Well, not for much longer. Here.
I could hear the small clinking of glass being passed before hearing Damien guzzle down a liquid of some sort. The feel of the air around me gently began to warm back up, insinuating that everything had been returned to normal. Finally, Sam moved his hands from my eyes, allowing me to see around me once again. The devils, including Iris, had fled. Max was missing, but the bloodstains left behind this place told me that he was definitely dead regardless of his location. Come on, this says drink what? Drink what? Drink Mars? This says something. This has MME. This, look, I can't take this background. I love it, but I can't take it seriously. The boys, however, had gathered around me, all of them, including Damien, looking like nothing had happened. What just... I tried to speak, but everything zipped around in my head at the whole event, and I felt like speaking wasn't possible.
Let's just get you home, miss. There's nothing more to see here.
I could only nod. What happened boggled my mind to the point of disbelief. I was second-guessing everything, lost in the sea of what, and how, and when. As we walked out of the warehouse, I looked to Damien for some form of sign that I wasn't dreaming. Damien, despite looking down his feet, held a face of cold sadness as if he regretted what he did. It was over for now. And what I mean for now, I mean until the next video.